Hello, 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 and welcome back. So, I did it. I have finally finished the rep grinding for the Zandalari Empire. I am exalted. And as you can see, the quest that I was talking about is now available from Bane. Again, just pretend that the events from the previous video of the council and Sylvanas taken prisoner, pretend that has not happened yet. And this next quest line will make more sense. Also, yes, this means that the quest for me to unlock the Zandalari Trolls as an allied race is available. I'll be doing that in a separate video in a separate playlist. So, Bane, who has not been taken prisoner by Sylvanas yet. Those events have not happened. I really want to stress that. To try and make this more cohesive of a story.
How may I aid you?
Champion, for a brief moment after the battle with Gahun, the spirit of our old war chief, Vol'jin, appeared in view of all in Zul'Dazar. I had 100 questions to ask my old friend, but his spirit faded before I could muster my voice. I have asked Talanji to perform her seance once more, so that I might speak with the spirit of Vol'jin. Will you collect the glaive of Vol'jin from its resting place at the base of the pyramid, and then join us at Zanchu?
Honor those who came before us.
Alright. Yeah, it's right down there. Whee! There we go. Behold the glaive of Vol'jin, son of Sen'jin, war chief of the Horde, chieftain of the Darkspear tribe, shadow hunter, and the troll who showed Zandalar what it meant to stand with family over empire. This blade has tasted the flesh of Gahun, and is a symbol of the power of the Zandalari can achieve when they ally with the Horde instead of trying to conquer it. Okay. Now, we meet them in the Hall of the High Priest. Times like this are the times when I wish I was actually playing on my Demon Hunter instead of my Shaman for those wings, where I could just glide down and it wouldn't be an issue. Can I enter from down here? Or do I have to go from above? I think I have to enter from above. I can never tell. Unless there's an arrow on the minimap indicating whether it's higher or lower. Alright, I think this is it. Yep. Yeah, I think this area's been phased, because usually there's enemies in here. Hey, it's Ebonhorn.
What brings you to me?
The Horde cannot continue like this. We espouse nobility and honor, even as we justify vile deeds in the name of a hapless, hopeless war. Our Horde was founded in the crucible of conflict. We banded together against common foes to protect our lands, our people. But with Sylvanas as war chief, the need to survive may not be enough to hold us together. We must find a new path forward before we lose everything we are.
We serve as caretakers of this world. I knew you would come.
Calling up spirits adrift in the space between life and death is one thing. Communing with a spirit that has passed on is quite another. And then there is the task of Vol'jin. I can say it is a task unlike any other that I have tried to perform. My respect for Talanji grows.
Spirits guide you.
I fight to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Have you brought the glaive? Bane has been an excellent advisor in these trying times. It is my honor to aid him in his search for answers. Vol'jin's spirit is a slippery one. I have asked Master Gadgeon and the Spirit Walker Ebonhorn to aid us in calling him forth. This ritual will not be easy, and I ask that you to be on your guard should anything other than Vol'jin appear.
Vengeance for the fallen.
Here we go.
Vol'jin, son of Senjin, once war chief of the Horde, hear my voice and appear before us.
Talanji, your voice be a mighty
Vol'jin!
Vol'jin! Is it really you, my old friend?
Bane, your heart beats strong and true, just like your father. I'd be glad the demons didn't take you.
Sylvanas led us to victory in the war against the Legion. But since then, she has done much to strain the honor that binds the Horde together. I must know, when the voice spoke to you, bidding you to name her war chief, what spirit was it?
Ah, my young friend, death be dark. Me memory not be what it once was.
Was it one someday? Did he crave the death she would bring?
The memory, it be denied me by the shadows. Shadows that be coming for ya. Watch out!
Uh-oh.
The Master demands your silence.
Shades?
The Master will not
Who is the master, I wonder?
dire enemy.
So, initial thought, I can rule out one person that this is not his style. And these are not exactly the types of enemies or forces that he would use. The Lich King. But we'll be exploring this in a
How
bit.
can old Vol'jin help ya?
You know you be asking a good question when someone be trying to have you killed for asking it. The broken shore where I fell in battle. We were overrun. Demons everywhere. Sylvanas was doing what she could. But Thrall was down and I had fallen. It was horror. And now I need you to take me back there. Take me glaive to the battlefield. Call to me, and I will come. Perhaps if I be in the spot where my blood was spilled, we might shine some light in this mystery. See, this is why I was wanting to do this to get to Exalted, because it actually gives you Zandalari rep. But it's like, okay, I've already gotten Exalted. Why do I need this more now? Okay. Alright, the Dalaran. Oh my goodness, a place where I can fly again. Having a lot of rendering issues lately. I can't tell if it's because of the amount of add-ons I'm using, or if it's because of the recent patch. I honestly can't tell. I mean, I am using quite a few add-ons, but I'm hoping that that it wouldn't be that much of an issue. So we are kind of going like almost near where the broken
sticky situation
is.
for you, champion.
Khadgar, not right now. I did my time here on the Broken Shore, okay?
Fellborn trappers
I don't
are
need to
using
do
their
no.
twisted magic
I
on
don't
the
need to do any more stuff on the Broken Shore. The only class I gotta do that stuff left with is my rogue. That's the only class hall mount I haven't gotten yet. Once I do that, finish that stuff with my rogue, I'll never have to do this ever again. Unless they decide to add another with some other class or
I
don't know.
detest those winged fiends. Not only do they harass us.
I counsel the High Chieftain.
I may be ancient by your standards, but I lack the raw power that Talantu wields. You may wish to stand back, as this will be the first time that I have attempted to conjure a spirit that was this powerful.
That's interesting that he thinks that he lacks the raw power, considering he is a black dragon.
May the ancestors watch over you.
Hey, Rhaegar!
I serve the descendants of
Dogs
Hull.
being never gonna give up.
This be the spot mine. This be where the Legion led our forces into a trap and drove a blade into me belly. Sylvanas pulled me from the ruin of the battlefield. She saved the Horde that day. Come, let us walk around this place and see what we can learn from the echoes of the past. Uh-huh. There's Sylvanas, there's Thrall, there's Bane.
Something not be right that day. The demons, the blades slip past me guard.
Track it.
I need to get closer.
As if the Lord themselves had forsaken me.
I like that Vol'jin is here fighting with us.
Like they be doing now. Cannot hear the champion. The voices of the Noah be silent.
By the way, this is once again yet another... because I highly doubt any Alliance players could actually get access to this questline involving Vol'jin, because why would they? But this is yet once again another questline that is unavailable to the Alliance players that actually shows what it was like up here during the Broken Shore scenario before Legion, that shows that the Horde did not betray the Alliance.
I've been calling to burn something for a long time. The shadow hunter. No choosing but to answer.
I'm pretty sure this also definitively rules out Bwan Samdi, because again, that's also not his style.
The spirits be restless.
Something was definitely helping our enemies that day, but who or what could that have been?
The law was silent and their powers were gone, as if I'd lost their favor. With so much death, I be having one person in mind who might be behind it.
My initial guess right now? Nazoth.
A darkness in me mind be keeping me from remembering what happened that day I named Sylvanas War Chief. Take me glaive and travel to Depire where I was cremated in Orgrimmar. Master Gadrin be packing enough juju to call me to that place. Go, and I be seeing you there.
Okay. It's the fastest way to get back to Orgrimmar. Alright, I'm gonna recall to the Great Seal and take the portal to Orgrimmar. Sorry with the constant clearing up my throat. My throat feels very clogged up today. I just love how it takes a while for the game to actually acknowledge what it is I'm trying to do. Yep. Yeah, definitely some loading issues these days, rendering issues.
Ikamboka.
Long time have I spent speaking to the spirits and the law. Many a lost spirit I have brought upon Samdi for tending. Yet as strong as I be, it took the strength of Talanji to find Vol'jin. There be dark powers at play here. Powers that be hiding something from us.
Just remember.
Oh, does he let me re-see this cinematic? You know, let's go ahead and rewatch it just to kind of remind ourselves.
Come forward.
War Chief.
The lower spirits say death will claim me soon.
In the end, death claims us all. But the Horde will live on.
I have never trusted you. Nor would I have ever imagined in our darkest time that you would be the one to save us. The spirits have granted me clarity, a vision. They whisper a name. Many will not understand, but you must step out of the shadows and lead. You must be War Chief.
Just take a moment to really think about that. I mean, it does seem to line up pretty well.
Someone call for the doctor?
Vol'jin might be having confidence in me skill, but I asked some allies to come aid us. This not be an easy task. Talanji be the better choice for such a ritual, but I will do me
Spirits be
best.
with ya.
Huh. Wemba.
These be the dark times.
What's going on with the camera rotating when I just click on the quest person? This time, I need to bring you to my side. We gonna walk the shadows between life and death. See if we can't uncover some clues. Be careful, and be armed. Not everything on this side wants us to find answers. Prepare yourself and then speak with me when you be ready.
Spirits be with ya.
Let's do this, Vol'jin.
I remember dying. I remember glimpsing the other side.
The other side.
The Master will not approve.
Seems like you don't have any friends on the other side. I mean, every time he says the other side, I can't help but think of that song from The Princess and the Frog. I got friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side.
There was a presence, something moving in the shadows, something powerful. You seek forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, at this point, I'm almost convinced that this is N'Zoth. This just lines up so well. Just imagine people are like, oh my gosh, look how empty Orgrimmar is.
Memory of where be hidden from me to keep me from sharing the truth. The truth that it might not be the Loa who wanted Sylvanas to be war chief, but something far more powerful.
At this point, what would be more powerful than the Loa? That would have some kind of reason to interfere with this. An old god. And N'Zoth is the old god that loves to be very deceptive, likes to work in the shadows, behind the scenes. It just makes so much sense to me.
The dog spear never gonna give up.
But then the question is, why would N'Zoth want Sylvanas to be war chief? Unless he had something planned. Disbelieving me with much to ponder.
Hidden memories, spirits attacking us for investigating, and a long road of bodies in the wake of me making Sylvanas war chief. I be thinking it time ya speak with old Buon Samdi. Odd as it sounds, this don't seem like his style. That don't mean that he not be behind it. Ya best work with Talanji from what I be seeing. The Death Lord got a soft spot for Her Highness. You can confront Buon Samdi at his necropolis in Nazmia. Just be respectful.
I'm guessing once I leave, I'll be out of the shadows. But I'm glad that Vol'jin at least acknowledges. He's like, yeah, this doesn't really seem like Buon Samdi's style. This is not really what he'd be doing. He wouldn't really do this because this is just not him. They're just certain characters that they like to do things a certain way, a certain style. This is like how we can acknowledge and see certain things about certain characters. Like, for example, Archimonde was a brute. He liked to handle things from a smash type of approach, whereas Kil'jaeden liked to be more of a schemer, a plotter, to have others do his dirty work for him, so he wouldn't get his hands dirty, in a much more cunning way. There are certain characters that you can be able to kind of attach some of these types of approaches to describe how they like to do things, what their characters are like. And based on what we have experienced in our interactions with Buon Samdi, this is just not exactly the type of thing that he would do. Plus, there's something very, very important to know about Buon Samdi. He hates undeath. He hates it. Because undeath robs him of his power. He needs them to be dead to be able to kind of put it bluntly, or to not describe it very well, to eat their souls, or whatever it is he actually does, so that he gains more power. He can't do that if they are undead. What is it we've seen Sylvanas do time and time again? Raise undead. She did it at the Battle of Lordaeron. So there's absolutely, based on information like that, there is no way Buon Samdi would actually be in favor of Sylvanas being in charge of the Horde, because that doesn't benefit him in any way whatsoever.
Zandalar forever.
We must be very careful. Buon Samdi may be fond of humor, but his wrath towards those who disrespect him is the stuff of legends. Buon Samdi is a dangerous Loa, but even I do not believe that he whispered to Vol'jin on his deathbed. To appoint Sylvanas sounds, well, he is not fond of the undead, and from what I have seen of the war chief, she is no fan of death. We must be respectful when we speak to Buon Samdi, or there will be consequences. Come, stay close.
Be a...
You come back. Did you find the spirit of World? You need to make a
Loa of death. Your servant Vol'jin has called to you.
Why is the music so
You have
loud?
turned a deaf ear to his pleas.
What? You be mistaken, Deland.
Speak plainly. Was it you who urged Vol'jin to name Sylvanas war chief?
Mind your tone, old man, or you'll be talking with your father soon enough. John, why Why would me want the Banshee Queen in charge? Sure, I'm an alpha warrior, it, but that's Sylvana's. She tipping the scales too far. Balance be important. Besides, that one got a nasty habit of keeping what she kills. Your war chief be no friend to old one, son. Your words of trouble we do. Step forward, speaker of the horde. Maybe there be a way to find the answers you seek.
Why? Okay, let's hope maybe that fixes it somehow. I certainly did not want the music to drown them out there.
Hello, hello. You come to make a deal, eh?
Now listen here, man. Usually your disrespectful actions would be mighty irritating to old Bon Samdi. But I be letting this one slide. For now. What you be talking about sounds like some bad mojo. I gonna need you to find out more from some of me old friends. Ah, I hear. Not many got the stones or the mojo to take what be mine. Old Bon Samdi always be getting his share. The way Talanji be telling it, Vol'jin's spirit may be getting help from some other power. And there be few who love to mess with souls. Like, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ear? I'm gonna say ire. Actually, no, because then it sounds like ire, like my life for ire. Ear, let's just go with ear. A meddling one that she be, with her wings and her valor. You best be seeing her in person. She be found in her vault at Skoldasha. I know where she is. And you best not mention me name. Or she might be sending you back to me faster than any death gate. Meet Talanji in Stormheim. And I'm pretty sure I know who this is. Jailer of the Damned. I be having many rivals when it comes to claiming souls. But it takes some serious mojo to do to Vol'jin what you describe. The kind of power smells of old magic. Ice crown. It be more than a pretty throne. It be an anchor that holds this world to the next, you might say. I gonna open a death gate, and you can go through and ask the Lich King if he be treading on old Bon Samdi's ground. Yep.
Shoot!
Alright, so... Well, at least he opened both death gates for us. So I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go see the Lich King. Hello. There we go. Oh my gosh, we are in ICC and we have to... Do we have to fight our way through ICC to get to him? Ah, home sweet home. I like how Light's hammer is still set up with like banners of the Argent Crusade and the Knights of the Ebon Blade. Like the stuff that we left here in Wrath is still here. But there are some new guards guarding the place. Why are these not tracking?
I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
Power flows through this place. power flows through this place. The spirits here are strong, but imprisoned. It is different than the voices that I hear at Bonsamdi's necropolis. Here, it is channeled. We should hurry. I feel as though I am trespassing in a place that looks unkindly to living. That's because you are. Talanji, take it from me. I know you don't have much experience with this place, but trust me when I say you are. Nothing happens inside this citadel without its master knowing. He knows we're here. He's already sensed us. And he is already thinking about why we're here. In fact, he's looking into our minds right now. And he's figuring out why we're here and how best to deal with us for trespassing in his home. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. Ready?
May Bonsamdi see your enemies before he sees...
Oh boy. He's messing around with the tent. Yep, that's what I thought.
Spirits bewitch ya. I'm out of range.
I mean, I like that I have Talanji, Bane, and Vol'jin here as party members. Plenty of abominations. Here's where we fought Merogar. Oh, gosh. Then the music of Ice Crown. Ah. Telling you guys, there are a few places in this game that I just love being around and hearing than Ice Crown. Alright, up we go. Hello again, Your Highness.
Lich King, the voice I heard as I be dying, telling me to name Sylvanas war chief. Was it yours?
The Banshee Queen's schemes threatened the balance. I had no hand in them.
And me spirit being trapped in this world. Is that your doing?
Vol'jin, your soul has walked on the other side and returned. You have been altered more than you know. You are neither undead nor damned. You do not belong here. Leave this place at once.
Guys, we need to leave.
I suggest we go quickly.
Leave now or stay forever. The choice is yours.
We're leaving, we're leaving, we're leaving. Ah! Nope. We are out. When the Lich King makes a threat like that, you listen. You do not mess around.
What
right.
you be asking of death?
You should be careful when dealing with the forces of death.
Sooner or later,
No kidding, Bonsamdi.
everyone comes to me.
Alright, now let's go to Stormheim. Here I don't care or fear nearly as much as the Lich King. But I never would have even suspected Eir or even Odin in that regard. It's like, why would they, either of them, care about
There are those among the
Sylvanas?
Valkyria who wish
I
to
mean,
test
other than
you
that,
in single
Sylvanas...
combat. Go to
Oh my gosh. Other than that one part in Stormheim when Sylvanas actually tried to enslave Eir to have the Valkyrie be on her side, but...
Times change, and so must the Zandalari.
This is a strange land. The spirits feel different here. Yeah, welcome to Stormheim in the Broken Isles, Delanji. Vol'jin's spirit is growing in power. I should no longer have to maintain a ritual to keep him here. This is fortunate, since Bwansamdi warned me that Eir will likely not be pleased with my presence. Apparently, she and Bwansamdi have a past that Diloa was unwilling to discuss. We can proceed when you are ready.
Zandala will endure.
Alright, come on, Vol'jin, let's go. It's alright, now we have Rhaegar here to help. We're fine.
Leave this place or die.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as intimidated by you as I was by the Lich King. Like, you two are not even on the same level.
No one stands in our way.
Hold. You dare bring a priestess of Bwansamdi into my halls?
Yeah, I do. Because seriously, like, you do not scare me or threaten me or intimidate me nearly as much as the Lich King does, so you can go ahead and mouth off all you want. I don't care. I got no respect for you at all. Or Odin.
Not be to your liking.
Very well. You and your champion may approach, but know that deception will be met with destruction.
Queen of the Valkyrie, my spirit was sent to the other side, then returned. Was this your doing?
Shadow Hunter, you are no longer a mere spirit. What you have become is something beyond my power to forge.
Who be having such power? Could it be the same one who bid me to name Sylvanas War Chief?
You have been touched by the hand of valor. Such a noble force does not scheme for mortal thrones.
So, whoever whispered to me is not the same as who sent me back.
You have been granted all the knowledge I am willing to share. Leave now, and never return.
Why am I not surprised at the level of helpfulness that you would offer? She's about as helpful as Odin is, which is hardly at all. Alright, back to Bwansamdi.
So, what brings you to visit lonely old Bwansamdi?
Ah, yeah, lots of anger and pride in that one. She not be speaking to me for centuries now. I thought for sure she be the one behind Vol'jin's return. Well, the Lich King and that bossy Valkyrie not be me only rivals, But hey, they were the ones most likely to be behind all this. Someone be playing with very ancient mojo. Tell Vol'jin Spirit that the answers he be looking for not be found in the world of the living. He gonna need to go beyond the veil to learn what needs knowing. There be some places on that side that only he can.
See you soon. Real soon.
Not that soon.
The spirits be restless.
So, to the other side then, where I be going to live and not be following. If it be in me power, I gonna send word of what I find. Mind yourself in the days to come. If I be reading Bane's words right, I think the Horde gonna have a mighty need of a hero like you soon enough.
The Lich King didn't bring me back.
More than you know,
I
Vol'jin.
hear be
More than you know.
claiming she don't got the mojo. One someday be as confused as the rest of us. And none of them were eager to see Sylvanas in charge.
No matter the circumstances, she is leader of the Horde. I will do all I can to ensure that her rule is a just one.
Zandalar still stands because of your courage, Talanji. Your father was mired in the old ways, dreaming of a troll empire lost to time. But you be the first to look to the future, to see what the trolls can become. You be young, but you be righteous. Call on me, spirit, if you ever need advice from an old chieftain. For now, I gonna keep searching for answers. If there be new enemies gathering in the shadows, then I best be hunting them before they be hunting us.
Let's see. I'm looking up to see if we really have reached the end of the Vol'jin quest line. I got the achievement for it, but I just want to make absolutely sure that that actually is the entire quest line. Yeah, I think that's actually it. Based on what I'm seeing here, you get the achievement once you have completed the entire quest line. At least what they have submitted up to this point. Who knows if they'll actually add more at some point in the rest of this expansion. We are currently in patch 8.2, and from what I understand, they did not add any more to this questline or storyline in 8.2. 8.1.5 was the last time they actually introduced something along the lines of that story. Just want to make absolutely certain. Looking at the war campaign here. Yep. Alright, that is it. So, I think yep. Alright, well, this is a fun moment because now that we have done that, remember, This took place before the events of the last video where Bane got captured by Sylvanas. Just in terms of in story-wise, okay? Remember that. So I guess now this means I can finally, because I've been putting this off ever since it came out, that now I can finally be able to head to Nazjatar. I've been holding off going there all this time, and now I can finally actually initiate the quest to go to Nazjatar. This should be fun and interesting. Especially because now I'll be able to actually work on getting some of the other stuff, including some of the other Pathfinder stuff. And see where that continues. And see if I can get to the part involving a certain scenario involving a couple of certain characters. But I am actually going to go head over and work on my video where I do the quest to unlock the Zandalari Troll as an allied race. But in the next part of this series, we'll be heading to Nazjatar. Stay tuned.